All right, from LevelCap Gaming, having fun with the new Storm. Let's check it out. I'm a big fan of the design.
Sir?
It's got that whole, like, Thundercats vibe. Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
Excuse me, sir? Would you mind stepping away from the Tobin Expo Hall sign, please, sir? You're starting to scare some of the guests. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to calm down a bit. I know you're excited for IAE tomorrow, but I promise you the free fly event...
It's very stiff. Like when LevelCap's trying to do humor, it feels very stiff. This is from a very loose type of dude.
It will not impact the server performance whatsoever. Excuse me, miss, are you okay? Are you... Oh, you're just really focused. Oh, I see what you're looking at. The new Seulin, however you say the name of this Xi'an starter ship. Actually, it looks pretty cool. I may just have to fly one of these tomorrow.
I give him points for trying. I like that he's trying to get out of the wheelhouse of being LevelCap and trying to kind of like explore like the humor side of things. But it's not easy. Everybody thinks it's easy to be funny. It's extremely difficult. You have to work and work and work and fail and fail and fail. And people still don't laugh here. You know, it's
extinguish threats, fight for peace. Citizens for Pyro. The heck is this? Stop the invasion. Beware ships under alien control. Buying alien makes them strong and us weak. When the next war comes, they will use their ships against us. Wow, wasn't expecting this game to get so politically charged all of a sudden. And again, I do really want one of those ships. They're cool and purpley looking.
Exactly,
Let's
James,
see,
exactly.
Can I get a sneak peek at the expo hall? Oh, look, the event calendar. Yep, starting on the 17th. I think that's when we get to see all the cool alien ships, which I'm excited about. Not sure what else is planned other than that RSI ship. And it looks like, yeah, no elevator access. All right, fine. I'll just go look at the new Tumbril Storm tank thingy, whatever it is.
Can I just say how much I love saying your name, Amanoplanacy? Amanoplanacy! It's just
I'm going to
fun.
go out on a limb here and say that I don't think this is supposed to be here, but it's impressive that it is. All right, Storm, you're looking pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look cool. That's an understatement. This looks so cool. But the problem really is the physics. The physics are the problem over and over again, especially on ground vehicles. And I asked a question last week, and I don't know why it took so long to really wrap my head around this. But why, oh, why do the physics seem different on ground vehicles compared to ships, to flying vehicles? Like it just... You can get explosions ramming ships together pretty easily. With ground vehicles, not so much. The physics feels a little bit flawed compared to physics when you're flying, and I find it an interesting kind of talk to have.
Cool, swaying in the wind realistically as tanks do, you know. I gotta say, CIG knows how to make a good-looking vehicle. A little bit nonsensical in its design. I don't think those...
Nonsensical, man. What are you talking about? This is an aesthetic piece of art. This is art right here. We talked about this last night. We said that we would like 2 more varieties of this, or sizes of this. You know, where this could be the light scout, and then we have like your medium, and then we'd have like your large. And then we talked about an additional 2 spots in the large. We talked about an aft gunner with small size weapon on the back. I think would make this just really, I think that would be really nice to do this with this particular design. I think they would get a lot of sales if they did that. And I don't hear other people talking about it in this manner, but I do think they could get additional sales if they offer this in 2 different sizes.
Those treads can compress much for the suspension, and I think the entrance is on the front of the tank, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense if that's supposed to be your, you know, main damage resistance point, but whatever, it looks cool. Deploy the weapon rack, okay? Is that little arm a weapon rack? Can I put a weapon on it? Place machine gun. Perfect. Good job. Good job, CIG. Ooh, button. Button. Cool.
Badass.
Compartment thing. Ooh, another compartment thing. These look cool. I like doors.
Compartment thing.
Another compartment thing. It's probably shields. All right, let's take her for a spin. See if those new vehicle physics are all they're cracked up to be. This is, I mean, it's a very cool looking entry sequence.
Yeah. Oh, that entry sequence is so Voltron, man. Are you kidding? Get out of town. These new entry and exit sequences, like on the new, like on the new Gatak, man, like the entrance and exit sequences are just fantastic. That is baller right there. I didn't even see that. I didn't even.
This is, I mean, it's a very cool looking entry sequence.
That's so cool, dude. That's so Voltron right there. And out form the herd. That's totally Voltron. Get out of town.
Like this. Dude. Interesting. There's like
they took Thundercats and they merged it with Voltron, man. Jeez.
Oh, okay. It's sort of like a digital display thing that lights up at different times. Nice looking interior.
It is.
God,
Sketch.
CIG knows how to make it.
By the way, the new Voltron is awful. Sketch is absolutely right. I was very much looking forward to it, and I couldn't even get through the first episode. In fact, I actually, come to think of it, I forced myself through the first episode because of thinking about Voltron, and then I went into the second episode, and that's when I stopped. I couldn't handle it anymore. You're absolutely right.
Good looking vehicle. Ooh, head tracking is controlling the turret. Not ideal. Let's open her up. See what she's got.
Great sounds. Great sounds.
Well, it hasn't flipped over yet, so it's a massive improvement over the STV. What do we think? Our wheeled.
Also, what you're going to see, and I guarantee you this is going to be ways that you're seeing the designers start to tweak their designs based upon the current physics. You're going to see these ground vehicles be wider. You're just going to start seeing wider ground vehicles. It's going to be the norm because they're trying to counterbalance the current physics, which are just, right? So I think you will see more of a design flow that will give you larger, wider vehicles in the future. I think from this point forward, that's just the way it's going to be.
The vehicle's the future. It's got a nice wide suspension. I can turn without flipping it. I mean, we are testing its ability to traverse a field, which shouldn't be too challenging, but it's handling it. It's passing this test so far. All right, let's do some hill climbing. I mean, this is essentially what a ground mission should be in Star Citizen. It's like move 5 kilometers this way over the hills and meadows and whatever and attack this target. Kind of slow on the uphill. I mean, the torque's okay. It's not too bad. I don't know what's up with this weird sound effect thing whenever I hit something where my suspension activates. It sounds a little wonky. It actually feels like it doesn't have suspension. Right. I don't know if that's just because the camera's so locked into the vehicle or something. Definitely a bumpy ride.
Yeah,
bumpy ride.
Yeah,
but it's making it up to the top. It does a lot better than the Nova does, that's for sure. So it's definitely got a mobility edge on the Nova, like without question.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Man. Feels like his graphics card's tuned down low. It feels like he's working with one of my graphics cards, man. Like, what's going on?
Question. God, Microtech looks so dang good. All right, downhill's not bad. Can really pick up some. Oh,
last time I did that,
all
they
right.
blanked it out, Red.
I mean, that definitely would have flipped an STV so far. So, as long as it can bounce around a bit and recover, I think we're okay. Because most of the planets are procedural. Oh, I think we're good. Come on.
Come on, LevelCap.
Storm. Storm now. Why, Chris? Oh, can we use the turret? There we go.
There we go. Magic.
It's got a self-righting mechanism. If you just turn the turret to the side, you can flip your takeover. All right, good. Too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. Okay. For a vehicle that's supposed to be off-road, fast, agile, nimble, like maybe it shouldn't flip over the front when you hit the brakes too hard. Just a suggestion. All right, can I make this work again? Come on, turret. Come on, turret. Yeah. There we go. It works. I hope that doesn't damage the gun. I mean, it would in real life, but...
Here's the thing. With the amalgam, what we're calling Star Engine, here's the thing. Here's the real thing going on behind the scenes game dev, right? The real thing that's going on right now is a balance. This balance that they've got with their current physics grid. Star Engine is like an amalgam of Crytek and Lumberyard. And they're working with this engine, right? Which is really good landscapes, really good with like macro. It's really good with the macro. It seems to be like Star Engine is very good with the macro, but when you're busting it down to smaller and smaller object containers and you start to bust it down, the physics just start to get a little wonky. And so like that really needs to be a focus. Like all of us want better physics on the ground. We want to feel the weight. Now you're going to have some planets, you're going to have some satellites where the gravity, you're going to explain it away because there's not a lot of gravity. So a lot of that type of physics, I get it. I'm going to get people that are going to comment that way. But what about planets? Blah, blah, blah. That is not a good way to go about an argument to explain what's happening in the game development world with the physics we're currently seeing, right? So you have to think about Star Engine on the macro with the scope and the landscapes, the environment's fantastic, freaking bar none, like probably the best. As soon as you start shrinking it down and you're talking about the nitty gritty on the ground and smaller object containers and how you want them to act, physics start just to get wonky, right? So we need a focus on this. It is a very important thing. All right. On planets and satellites that have gravity, we want to feel the gravity. We want to feel the weight, you know, and like this is a discussion you don't hear. You're not hearing this on other channels. You're not hearing this discussion. It's frank, rational discussion. And this could be a challenge. This could be a challenge moving forward. I'm very curious in terms of the flight mechanics and how they're tweaking flight mechanics with the new master modes. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait and see until I start seeing examples of it. I'm going to STFU. I'm going to STFU until I start seeing the examples of more and more coming in. I'm going to make a decision soon. I'm kind of like on the fence with all this. I'm seeing like tweaks here and there to deal with current engine issues. That's what I'm seeing. We on Star Citizen Live today, we watched Yogi. We were listening to him. We saw how stressed out he was. We saw he has a huge plate. He's got a huge workload. He needs more people, period. But you're talking about getting that effective result, what we want, we got to make sure that we have the right people, the right amount of people, and they know how to deal with the situation. And from what I saw on Star Citizen Live today, it seemed like Yogi had a lot, to the point where like there are some very large issues that aren't being really even addressed yet, that some people were thinking the work was happening. And quite literally, Yogi's like, we're not there. Like, we're not even there yet. I think over time, you're going to see like an improvement. I really do. I don't see how they're okay with this. I don't see how anybody is okay with what we're currently playing in terms of like the ground game. I you know, the flight, okay, the flight's getting better and better. The flight continually, I'm seeing like progression, right? The ground, no. The ground, I'm not seeing a lot of improvements that I want to see. And I think it's just going to take that amount of time for when Yogi gets the amount of people that he needs to really focus on it like it needs to be focused on. And I think right now, it's one of those soon things. You know what I mean? It's not happening anytime soon, but it will happen somewhat soon. It's paramount for the success of the PU, of Star Citizen's PU format. They need a sandbox where people can feel the gravity when there's gravity, period. It's as important as that gravity to keep you grounded so that you can have these experiences that are raw and gritty and real on the surface. You want to feel the earth, the dirt below your boots. You want to feel the weight of the vehicles. If there is a disconnect, which there is right now because of where we're at, You're going to have plenty of speculators coming in telling you how bad everything is and it's never going to get better. So, how many people do we hear from that don't know nothing about game dev? Numerous amounts of people. And I'm not saying LevelCap's one of those dudes, by the way. This is just, me ranting and talking about pretty much the way that it is in the real world right now when it comes to development with Star Citizen. That's it. That's it.
I'll take anything in this game to sort of keep me going. All right, let's see how Jason does in the Nova. See if he can actually get up the side of the hill. Nova's not doing bad. I'll just help him. Some bullets. All right, I was watching a Burks video that basically showed that in a one-on-one fight, the Nova's gonna win. Whoa, for the most part. But I think if maybe in a specific situation, if you got a good flank or something, Nova driver wasn't good, you could maybe take one out. All right, Jason, take your best shot, dude.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, Nova doesn't seem to have a lot of distance compensation, if I remember correctly. Tricky vehicle to aim. They got to do a lot of work on ground vehicles, in my opinion. Holy crap. All right. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Loving the damage. Loving seeing the damage.
See what the next shot does. Hey, I'm still here. Still here. Okay. Storm could take a little bit of a beating. I think it's still mobile. Oh.
Woo!
All right. Very susceptible to extreme range. I don't imagine this one would be particularly effective at range.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's supposed to be a fast scout. It's supposed to be a fast late scout, right? It's like a almost like an upgraded Humvee unit. And I personally love it. I don't think it needs to change one bit. It's supposed to be light. It's supposed to be able to blow up like that. I mean, it's supposed to blow up like that when it gets hit with a large show, with a large round. It's supposed to. For people that want it to be tougher than that, I don't know. It's supposed to be a light scout, man. Look at it. That's why I think we need two different sizes beyond this one. You get the light version, you get a medium, and you get a heavy. Or maybe just go light heavy. Carl Kaput says, I'm loving the face here. Thank you. My face here loves it too, but doesn't like the body that's attached to. Just saying, Carl. That's because the mustache takes over, and you've been missing the transformation. You've been missing me. And by me, I'm talking about me, the mustache, not the man. I attached to this man, unfortunately. This is what I had to grow onto. Okay, you're missing it all. You're literally missing it all. What's up, Los Ashes?
You got to get in close, stay agile. All right, so as I was recording this video today to try and warm you up for IAE tomorrow, CIG actually launched the new patch live. So the actual International Aerospace Expo isn't going live till tomorrow still, but the patch will be out, so you'll be able to test all the new tractor beam stuff that I've shown off of previous videos. This vehicle, the Tumbril Storm, will be in there. The new Spirit cargo ship is going to be in there. Bunch of new missions and other changes. The patch list is fairly extensive, to be honest.
Giveaway,
so
everyone. Giveaway.
Check it out, guys. I will be streaming this tomorrow with IAE, and hopefully we'll have a straight to flyable ship that we can check out. I'm quite excited for alien tech, and I think that new Xi'an starter ship could be really cool, but we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. So again, tune in for that, guys. And next up, check out this video where I basically break down everything left for CIG to do to finish up spaceships in Star Citizen.
Oh, he's gonna tell them. They don't know. They don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, that was a good one. I'm gonna like that. I want him to keep trying on the humor side of things. I want to see like LevelCap start to open up and be a little bit more human and watch the humor develop. That's an interesting thing for me to see. Now I think it's time for a DG36 Smart. This is from OCG Thor, who says, I think people see a reflection of themselves in the shine of your dome. This is some serious DG theory crafting right here. And it is more a question of, do they love themselves or are they ashamed of themselves? look into the dome. All of you look into the dome and see. Look at the reflection of yourself in my dome. Thank you for being the mirror into our own souls. That got deep quickly. Well, we like deep because it is better than shallow. Nobody likes shallow. We all want deep. Too deep, put your ass to sleep. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever. Isn't that a thing? That's a thing. I wouldn't know anything about that.